Hello, everyone. So, today I'm going to talk about the concept of um, fasting or versus eating 5 to 6 meals a day. So, I have been reading about this for the last few years, and there are two very strong opinions about these two very diverse, diametrically opposite uh, habits of eating food. So, one section believes in fasting, and they have pretty solid reasons of why they do that. And while the other stream talks about eating smaller 5 to 6 meals in a day to keep yourself full through the day, and they too have some solid reasons for believing in what they do. So it's pretty confusing when you are reading so much about health, from the various sources. There are so many books talking about these two diametrically opposite ways of eating food. So, how do you really figure out what's right for you in this whole chaotic world of nutrition and health? So, one thing that I have learned is there is no one right way, which I already discussed in one of my previous videos. I think we all need to understand our own bodies because every body is unique and very individual in its own way. So, something which may work for someone may not work for me, and vice versa. So, the best way is to listen to our own bodies and see what really works for us. And we can actually then see the results of what we are doing in our bodies and the way we feel. And we know that this is what I would like to do. So for me, I had tried out for quite some time eating smaller meals through the day, and just trying to follow that whole regimen. And I really didn't feel like aha, like that thing didn't come to me. And though I did it for quite some time, and then I said, okay, you know what, let me try this fasting thing. But the point is that you can't just start fasting one fine day because you are used to a particular way of eating. So what I did was I started looking at what do I do with my food in the day. So I said, okay, I'm going to try and first start eating a little more healthier food in the day, which means that I'm going to eat more of whole grains like jowar, ragi, which is going to keep me fuller for a longer period of time. I'm going to eat more of vegetables, fruits, pulses, all of these things. And I'm going to then hopefully that will help me to reduce the other things which I eat, which is not so healthy. So if I can do 80-90% of eating healthy, and then obviously there always be that 10-15% which I will be eating unhealthy. But what I did was I started having my breakfast, which was healthy, like I would eat eggs or upma, poha, or sprouts with lots of veggies and peanuts and all in it. And then lunch used to be like rotis with dal and veggies and all of that. And then in between fruits, in between morning and lunch. And then I would just have something very like a light snack early evening, and then eat nothing from almost like 4:30 till the next day. So that way I would kind of I started doing fasting like that after a period of time, and I did it for quite some time, to be honest with you, because within 3 to 4 months I started feeling pretty good. And I'll tell you what I started feeling. In the morning when I would wake up, I'll feel way lighter. I'll have a flat stomach, that's great, but I'll feel way lighter. I'll feel pretty active and energized. I wouldn't feel lethargic. And also, I had, the skin kind of started getting cleared up for me, and I had a much better digestive system. So all of these were my initial benefits of fasting, which I started doing. And I kind of found my that aha thing in fasting, and I started doing that. And I think over the course of 6 months, 8 months, a year, I also saw that there was a weight reduction, obviously. and I started feeling good about it, and it kind of made it my lifestyle now. So I pretty much, that's how I am doing things, and I think that's helped me a lot. But I have to really say that there is no one way, and I know many of my friends, they do the 5 to 6 meals a day, and they actually also manage really well, and they are happy with that, and they are kind of, their bodies are feeling good about it. So, but one thing, like I've learned from this is one needs to listen to one's body, and those micro changes that happen in the body, one needs to really be aware of that. And because that will help us to continue a particular path, and then when we persevere and continue in that path, we will be able to see the long term effects maybe after 6 months, 9 months, a year. So we also need to be patient about it. So one of the things I used to feel when I started doing this fasting is that I can't sleep in the night if I don't eat in the night. That's a very common thing that you will hear anybody who starts fasting, and especially the ones who are not eating dinner, because there's also a fasting where you can eat lunch, dinner, and maybe skip breakfast. But for me, I have to have a good breakfast because I work and I need to be like, I want my mind to be focused. So mine used to be breakfast, lunch, and to skip dinner, which is a little tough because obviously your social engagements are in the dinner time, and all of that. So for me, it was tough in the beginning because it was like, okay, like I have to eat, otherwise I can't sleep. And then I realized it's more in my mind. It's like a food addiction that we have, right? I mean, we've been brought up with this food addiction. If I want to feel happy, I'm going to eat. If I feel like I'm not feeling too happy, I'm going to eat. Or maybe I'm hungry because it's been so long I've not eaten, so I will eat. But I think the body also gets used to the way that we train our bodies. So maybe I trained my body this way, that I needed to eat because what, I've not eaten. So it was a psychological thing, or I'm just want to feel happy about something and I'll eat. So I think when my body got adjusted to not eating in the night, it was not a problem after maybe 60 days, or not even 60 days, maybe after 30 days I started kind of getting used to it, and I felt good about it. And because you feel good about something, you continue to do it, and then you continue to do it, it becomes a part of your life. And now I don't really I mean, I just don't feel like I'm missing out on something. I don't have that FOMO feeling like, oh, you know what, I'm not eating dinner. Once in a while I do make an exception, obviously, but this is something which has become a part of my life, and I've seen so much of goodness in my life and body. And I want to once again say that this is no recommendation to anybody. This is just sharing my own experience in health with you all. So thank you, everybody. Bye bye.